Is this setting off? It should be on. Yeah, it's off for some reason. Alright, well, good thing I noticed before pulling. The recording was off. Now it is on though. Now we're all fine and dandy. And yeah, with that, enough of stalling. Let's get to it. Where is that temple ticket? Off to a bad start. Oh wait, maybe not. No way, dude. Alright, first pull, Dawn. The ID. Oh wait, no, it's the ego. It's the ego. Alright. Ah, the other is a Sinclair dupe. Alright, okay. That's good. Alright, and these give you Starlight now. If you pull the current banner, you get Starlight, which is nice. Alright, okay, I'll take it. You got Ego for Dawn. Wait, is it... was it HE or VAV? It's VAV. You know, we got so many VAV Egos. You know, maybe it's actually possible that the next Kanto, Ryoshu, should get the first Aleph. I'm starting to believe. Anyway, let's resume. We're not stopping here. Unfortunately. Come on, another fake out. No. God damn it. There's kids outside my window. I hope you cannot hear them. Fuck. Okay, hold on, you can't hear my dog. God damn it. It's always my dog. I closed the window a little bit. I don't want to close it completely because it's fucking so hot. And it's also raining, so it's cozy. So I don't also want to close it because of that. So hopefully the doggo will calm down. Come on. Oh, it's yellow though. There's an ego? No, it's an ID dupe. Oh my god. Come on, it's Walpurgis. At least give me something like Walpurgis related, even if it's dupes. Oh my god. I think all the luck just went to that ego. Oh wait, maybe I spoke too soon. One. Oh. Okay. I'll take it. Sure. I wanted this ego actually. I never got it. I forgot about it too. That's nice. Not really what I wanted, but that's nice. Let's resume. Oh god. These pulls. Not doing too good. How many do we have already? 70 pulls, and just the ego and the wing bit, which is in part of the banner. I'll do max 200 pulls, just if it's just another the worst case scenario, just so I can shard the TIFF announcer. I swear to God, man, I have the worst luck on Walpurgis. It's always like this. I say that I get something. Oh my.
이번 의뢰는 다른 해결사의 전투에 참관해서
이미 읽어봤으니 설명은 됐다네.
나도 내용은 이미 숙지했으니까 브리핑 해줄 필요 없어.
네.
The kickflip and the gang. It's great, but I don't want this. Limbus, please. Come on, a fake out. This is horrible. It's a gold one, but I want the green one.
진호의 피로 점철한 넉마를 보고 손가락질하는가.
Oh, I mean, this idea is cool. Unfortunately, it's pretty bad.
최고의 비극은 오직 나만이 통감할 수 있는 것을.
I guess when they implement that vanity ID system, it's gonna have ID that you want to use because it's good, and then just an ID on top of it, so it covers the ID of or some other ID if you just look like the look of that ID more, while still working just as that strong ID. I would use this one definitely. Oh my god, dude. Please. Oh.
사랑과 정의의 이름으로 지금 이곳에 등장! 아르카나들을 처리하는 거라면 나도 도울게. 정의로운 힘은 합칠수록 강해지는 거니까 잘 부탁해.
I mean, at least it's the new announcer. Sure, I'll take it, but it's not different, man. Not different. How many pulls are we in? 110. The pain. The pain. Come on. Oh.
내게 남은 건 너를 처음으로 당당했다는
Yes!
볼품없는 금지밖에
Okay.
없는데 결국 선택받는 건
Okay.
그쪽이야.
We have secured Rhodia. I'm happy about that. Now just a Tifref. Oh, double Rhodia even, okay. Double Rhodia and one dupe of Dawn. Come on, give me Tifref. Don't make me pity her. It's been going on for too long. Oh god. Please. Oh, there's something here, but I think that's a 0-0. Yeah, that's a 0-0. God damn it. Come on. Fake out? No. Oh, this hurts. Hurts. Come on, give me Tiff. Oh. Okay, come on. Come on.
보시게! 사랑과 평화를 수호한 자들의 이야기가 여기에 적혀있지!
So cute.
바로 우리 마법 소녀들 같지 않은가? 해결사란 건 이런 거구나.
Okay. Only Tiff is left. I got everything else. Come on. This is also great. To have the Virgilius announcer. Okay, dude. How are we going? 160. Come on. Give me Tiff. Give me Tiff. 170. No fake outs. $180, no fake outs. It's gonna be a dupe. I mean, I'm gonna have to pity again. It's literally always like this, man. At least I'll get everyone this time. The last one. God damn it, dude. At least I have plenty of shards now. Announcer. I think I have everything from here except these at the bottom. I said I can still get these. Yeah, give me different.
안녕, 나는 티페리트야. 반가워. 나도 티페리트야. 게으름 피우지 말고 착실하게 제압에 임해. 물론 잘하겠지만.
Alright. I turn on a fan in the background because it is kind of hot. Hopefully it doesn't distort my voice. Oh god. Let's see. Alright, a new fancy menu. So adorable. Alright, actually, which one Ego slot does the... Alright, because it's a wall, it will obviously take the wall spot. Do I want to uptime right now though? That's the question. Alright, I definitely have to equip the wing bit for Ish. That will come in handy. He thanks the new ID, right? Is the passive at least nice? It's resistant, probably not. I guess it's okay if you set it up right. Or maybe it gets like even better when you apply the ID. Anyway, I suppose let's level up Rhodia. Deep Tears. Unique charge. The more tears she has, the more damage she does. It's pretty good. How do you activate the second skill here? So many passives, holy moly. 5 passives. I guess let's get to it.
나는 맞설 거야. 내게서 추출한 눈물과 별자리를 가지고 네가 나를 선택했건 그렇지 않던 간에 난 관리자님의 명령을 수행해야만 하니까.
Cluck, cluck. The child's footsteps alone exude a crushing sense of melancholy. Every step insidiously seems to convey these distracting thoughts and palpable dissatisfaction to the very hallways of the welfare team. The sensation becomes even more blatant, more invasive when she passes the once familiar and frequent containment unit. Why wasn't I chosen? Why didn't you choose me? The resentful heart seems to convey. Tactless employee. Hey, Miss Rodion. Miss Rodion, another busy day, huh? Miss Rodion? Hey, sorry, I was thinking about something. Haha. Are you sure you're okay? I heard you've been pulling a lot of all-nighters lately. I guess I really do look that tired, huh? Yeah, the mother's been assigning me to so many containment units recently. Yo man, maybe you should talk to Mr. Chest about this. I mean, it's kinda doesn't make sense for them to be so neglectful of welfare team employees' welfare, right? In the Sephiroth have to answer to someone, you know. It's entirely up to the manager to decide which abnormality we get to work on. That's true. I've got the opposite problem. I kept getting assigned to the same abnormality over and over again. It wasn't even that interesting. Most of the time, she just doesn't say anything or just whines and moans, so I'm usually the one who has to talk. Although she did say something, it just never made any sense, you know? And stuff like, she used to be a knight. Oh yeah, right. I had to manage 0173 again. No. Ever since the abnormality gave me something, I don't know, the manager's not been assigning me any management tasks. I'm not complaining since I've been really tired as of late, but I just hope I'm not getting intentionally excluded from work. Haha. Wanna swap schedules with me then? Oh, I can't possibly. You're a team's model employee, Miss Rodion. I couldn't even dream of surviving your packed schedule. I'm just not good enough for that. Oh, sorry. I have to sit here and talk, but I really gotta get going now, so yeah, then go. Good luck with your day too. The child stares blankly in the employee's general direction as he slowly walks away. She wasn't looking at the employee. That floating thing above his head. A sigil, a gift from an abnormality. It's the blessing. The blessing of a proud knight bestowed upon those she promises to protect. The blessing can provide highly effective protection for the employee in battles against abnormalities or ordeals, but those are insignificant details for the child. All that matters is that she wasn't chosen. What's so better about him than her anyway? What'd he do better than her to deserve this? Her mind captured by a sense of inferiority spirals endlessly with question after question of this nature. So she glares at him like she's trying to bore a hole into him. This child was transferred from a different team to the welfare team when it first opened. The reasoning behind the manager's decision was clear. A new war-risk level abnormality had appeared, the Night of Despair. To manage 00173, an employee of sufficient competency was needed, and she was indeed quite competent. It has been a while since her employment began, and the sheer fact that she was still alive was proof enough of her value. Thus, she became the first employee to manage 00173. There were positives to this decision to pair them together. The abnormality's ego gear was quite good, and was a rather easy abnormality for the child to handle. However, the downside was that the reason this child found it easy to handle this particular recent humanoid abnormality, 00173, was that she felt free to share all her thoughts with it. And that led to her developing the idea that they were kindred souls, that they were friends. Imagine being her, the pride of the blessing, the very token of that friendship. Imagine watching that very token being given to someone else entirely. Maybe she simply spent too much time in that ego gear, enough to have her senses corroded by that cold, depressing sensation. I would have been better than whatever this was, because this child would never have had to feel this sensation the sense of betrayal towards that abnormality. The manager's decision, however, was quite precisely made. The child, who was quite exceptional, did not need the blessing. It was better given to a still fledgling employee to improve his chance of survival early in his career, which is why he constantly assigned the child to different abnormalities to prevent her from gaining the blessing. He already knows everything there is to know about this abnormality even before he assigned it to a containment unit. Well, let's continue on that detail, in not of much importance anyway. The memory repository, he grinded it already. Well, the matter is that there was no way for the manager to explain his thought process to the child. The other employee, much less competent than the child, ended up a cold dead corpse in the merciless conditions of this company. Been a while. And when the abnormality escaped, the hollow pride that she still sought to protect someone broken. It encountered an employee with an icy glare. No, her old friend. You become so twisted that you can't even return my greeting. More of that boring, old, useless, self-loathing. Over failing to protect that kid, isn't it? That's just what you are, what you do, after all. So why didn't you just choose me? I wouldn't have gone out like that kid did. Not that pointlessly, anyway. A wailing cry of tears across the very space itself. A reply or an expression of wrath, stung by her words. A floating blade soon gathered around her. And skewer me with your sharpened swords, huh? Fine. The child raises her own blade in preparation. The same blade as the ones floating about the abnormality. Still, it still hurts me deep inside that you did not choose me. I realize that I can't mope around forever. I'm busy as hell, but plenty of employees I've got to protect. A whole bunch of rookies just got hired, you know. The upper layers doing even worse. Miss Malkov's finally about to snap from the crushing workload, apparently. They say that she's been acting stranger and stranger as of late. Sephiroth core suppression happening. About to happen. So I've got to get up there and help him out. I don't have any more time to waste messing around with you. The child bites her lower lip, determined, and assumes a fighting stance. Sure, I don't even have a smidge of pride left, but that doesn't stop the burden of my shoulders from growing, does it? So I'm gonna live up to that responsibility at least. Let's go home. 00173. The child, while will probably survive the suppression effort, she'll succeed at it too. But her suffering will continue, and this sense of glory will eat her alive. Her unusually high level of attunement with the ego gear makes her stronger, but allows for deeper corrosion. And the longer she wears it, the more resonant the abnormality's voice shall become in her head, torturing her. It is inevitable, even still. She will work herself to the bone and fight on to take responsibility for the tasks that are given to her. Because that, in her mind, is the only way for her to be chosen, if such a thing ever happens. Fitting, isn't she? Her twisted thoughts, they fit this cold corporation so well. Goddamn. Arcana appears. Use coin. For the final update. Lots of syncing. This will be a fun idea to have on a syncing team. Knight's Fate. Vampire +1 for every 2 protection sword. In the tiers. The counter too. Minus counter. Minus coin counter, interesting. This is upgraded. Combat star 3 protecting swords gain 1 protection. 1 protection. In 2 protection and 1 clash power up. Minus 30%. I minus 30 or less SP, plus 15% damage and 1 final power to minus coin skills instead. It's great. Oh yeah, I have to level her up. 69, nice. I wonder if I can just do it the encounter solo for Rhodia, probably. Maybe. I'm gonna try it. The missions here. Easy.
내가 필요해?
Let's try out. Oh yeah, I can have 6 people. That's unusual. Alright, because it continues from here. Right. We weren't in the boss yet. How's the taste? Said they brewed it with the tea leaves Shishun gave us. It's called Baihao Inzen or something, I think. It's a nice cup of tea that goes down easily. Not as good as Sirens, though. Yeah? Full wind of Dangguanian blows under this pavilion. Well, we've survived another huge incident. I was planning to hold some consolation sessions with the sinners like I always do, but I wasn't sure when Mephistopheles was coming back, so I decided to conduct them outdoors. Well, a change of scenery can be nice from time to time. As much as I love to be part of that discussion, this thing didn't come with mouth. Must be a sore spot, Dante. You've expressed that feeling before, remember? Whenever we were snacking together, you'd say things like that. You gave us the complimentary food from the warp train to Rhodia too, and must have been curious of its taste back then. Well, you know, it's not all that bad. I think I'd feel regret and sadness. It's kind of tragic, almost. Ever since Honglu severed the cycle that bound the hierarchs of Dangguanian and sealed the Xianren in their temple, he's been making a lot of expressions that I hadn't seen before. Moreover, lately I've been getting the impression that he's actively been trying to express his feelings and thoughts, even for things his past self would have simply accepted as is. Like an old dam breaking, its fresh spring water surging to freedom. I can't give you a mouth, but you can trust me to give you a very detailed explanation of flavors, so feel free to ask me anytime. Yeah, thanks. Honestly, I think that's a good thing. Especially because, more so than anything, I could sense that Honglu was genuinely enjoying these moments. I think I can safely mark him down as experiencing very positive changes in my consolation notes. Though I'm not sure if any of that will get through to you, given that you probably don't even remember the taste of food anyway. Change that to started on the path to achieving some very positive changes. Excuse me, manager. That's when Sinclair suddenly rushed up to us on the pavilion. What's going on? I know you're in the middle of a constellation, but there's this huge, big as a house truck by the entrance. That's the point. Is I think you might have to come see this. Oi, clockhead! Is that? The truck was indeed massive. It certainly did live up to all the fuss Sinclair kicked up, but ain't that something, huh? It didn't seem to me that the other sinners were all that concerned about it. Is everything okay here? Hope it's another attack on Dangwanian. Dangwanian. Huh? No, it ain't. Well, we did suspect that at first, but it's alright. Because none of us, no one on the boss knows how to observe. It's all about the details, get it? Look, it's right there, the company logo. Where? Seriously? It's right there, in that corner, over there. Ishmael pointed at something on the vehicle. Irritation cleared in her voice. I stared really hard at whatever she was pointing at. I think it's here, Limbus. I managed to find Limbus company's logo painted on the vehicle. It was the size of a pole. They were this close to chopping that truck into a million pieces when I pointed that out. I say, I'm impressed you even managed to make out what that is. Doesn't look like anything other than a smudge to me. I guess eyesight's really the first thing that goes with age. I mean, it's kinda their fault for making it so small and conspicuous, you know. That's because it's not a public-facing vehicle. So walk into our circle, dusting her hands and rushing past a few disgruntled words. This is a research vehicle used by the LCE department. You've used this once before, remember? Extrapolating from the material and the colors of the truck's cover panel, it can be determined that it is the same transportation device used for the regular checkup. Right on! Ever since you used it safely to arrive at LCE, we've been using it to move the LCC base around. Hang on, does that mean that we were your guinea pigs? And guess what? Just today when we opened the truck to transport a different team. Oh, don't ignore me! Instead of answering Heathcliff's question, Saul walked up to the truck and swung open 3 doors. In it, we saw the same mess of machines we saw back then, and hey, this light. And the now familiar green light. I see. So, has there been any further modifications of this vehicle since then? Well, I'm not certain on the details, but LCE's chief researcher, Hohenheim. Yes, him. Are you too well acquainted? Not very well. I do make an effort to remember his minor yet numerous mistakes. She sounds oddly happy. Anyway, according to the research report he gave us, the vehicle's been modified to allow for universal use across other departments of Limbus company. LCB's boss, Mephistopheles, right? The report said something about using the back door of that bus as a reference to equip this vehicle with various functions, and that explains why this phenomenon is taking place here. Walpurgis Night. Yet, how is this possible when we sit not aside the bus seats? It is not a theoretical impossibility. Certain major parts of the technology forming its engine have been shared with Hohenheim. It is within the realm of possibility that the engine's influence may be transferred there as well. However, the means by which it has affected this vehicle has to be studied. It seems to comprehend our absence and the subsequent separation from the bus. Could it mayhap be reacting to the presence of Colin Bow? At this moment, Mephistopheles is currently aborted by Virgilius, Karen, and various other members of LCCB, including Pilot, therefore. They have traveled far. Your conjecture may be true. Alright, or there exists a flow that ensures our encounter with the Walpurgis Night regardless of the environment surrounding us, perhaps. Paul talked to herself, staring pensively into the distance, before turning toward us again with mild resignation. Lead the way, Dante. If it has found us, it must rightly be observed. Ah, I knew it! It's the former L-Corp's turn. Huh? What do you mean, knew it? Heathcliff opened up a betting pool about where our next Walpurgis night location is going to be. A betting pool? Alright, what I say? Hey up, ya gits. You told me it was just about time that the patterns changed. No way, but it was just the right time to be against the odds. By the looks of it, the bet seemed to have been about whether this Walpurgis night would take us to the library or the Lobotomy Corp headquarters. Hey, something about this place seems a bit different from the other former L-Corp hallways we saw in the past. Didst thou sense it as well, Manager Squire? Oh, this familiar yet unfamiliar indeed. A stage for a play, almost. Seems it's gotten wider too. It's still the same long and narrow hallway, but it's slightly wider. Well, it is unknown as to how many days have passed in these headquarters. Pretty. Repeat what you have said. I don't know, the subject can be discussed later. But its veracity becomes clear. In the current circumstances of this place, we find ourselves at the Lobotomy Corp headquarters of a certain day, at its central command to be exact, the very center of the middle layer. And the ones we visited so far must have been in the higher layer, upper layer? Correct. This side of the Department of Lobotomy Corporation headquarters will progressively unlocked with the passage of time. According to our reports, when the headquarters crumbled and fired that skyward light, it was... Indeed, it appeared that with every visit, we find ourselves at a further point in time here, as soon as the current day can be pinpointed. We might even be able to experience that day. Perhaps then. Interesting. Beep beep beep. Well, that didn't take long. We're here to take care of some ordeal or something again, aren't we? Hey, I'm not complaining. We've kind of been loafing around and doing nothing while Jiashishun left for that grand conference to decide the future of Daguanian or something. We have so little time. I must prepare a more intense training regime to make up for lost time. Whichever it is, it'll be FUN. What's everyone waffling on about? Cue the Sephiroth. It's an ugly one this time. Yeah, what do you expect some other voice speaking through the central command PA system other than Tiferef's? Tiferef, the employees are confused. Please explain the situation to them. Oh, there's two of them? Yes, I'm also Tiferef. The central command unit, unlike other departments, boasts a significant size. It is large enough to have be managed in two areas, A and B. It is said that this is why they have two separate Sephiroth managing this department. Yeah, and it's a lot, even between the both of us, which is why it's up to you to be more thorough. Yeah, bring out the ordeal already. What are we destroying this time? Like I said, what are you all waffling on about? There's been an abnormality containment breach. The whole company is about to go belly up because everyone else is off trying to suppress the mess on the other side. The alarm was blaring out through. The company suddenly went quiet. Oh no. A second warning. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, great. Look what you did, you bunch of slackers. Get to our headquarters now. Leave the blue entity. I believe we're gonna hear it in Limbus.
저건 좀 복잡하네. 솔직하게 말할게. 나한테는 좀 어려워. 이건 너희가 해결 못해도 이해할게.
See how it goes.
나중에 이야기할까? 지금은 기분이 좀 그러네.
It's going pretty bad already.
아무것도 남지 마라.
This one's kind of elaborate. Her floating swords are so hard to parry. Got such a long reach. It's so thin that I can hardly see where it's. To prove Sinclair's words, the Azure abnormality are under volley of thrusting swords in our direction, just as we braced. Yeah. Rays of pink light coalescing before Sinclair, materializing before someone rushed onto the scene and parried away the flying sword. Here again, dipping right in the action the moment the second warning goes off. You're... Sorry, I'm late. Here comes Magical Girl. Oh my god. The girlies are fighting. Oh my god, she's actually here. She has skills. That's crazy. What's this? Why are these highlighted? It's not an enemy, right? Alright, this thing exists now. You have like got some reading nerfs. Nerfs? Now shows you which like passives and whatnot are important to read because they're like dangerous. Same for her, I think. Oh, that's also nice. It gives you a preview of which attacks are like skill 1, skill 2, skill 3. I guess just the danger. Is she clashing there? I don't think she is. We're gonna get staggered, aren't we? Or maybe not.
제압 개체에게 맞는 정상적인 공격이야. 잘했어.
당연한 걸 한 것 가지고 굳이 칭찬할 필요 없어.
Uh-oh. Oh, she's changed. She's like super depressed. Okay, now what is this insanity? Need to clash this. .55. What? Okay, you don't have to see the like exclamation marks on the skills now too. Pretty cool. Guess this time.
아무것도 남지 마라.
Okay, now we're getting staggered. There's no way. This probably will be the end. Wait, why is she attacking me? Or is she killing me? Okay, I'm staggered. It's over. I need at least someone else. Oh. No.
차라리 내가 직원들을 지휘해야 했어.
You tried.
모두 전멸했잖아.
I bet you
슬퍼하지
probably
마.
can't do this solo.
다음에는 좋은 일이 생길 거야.
Oh, nice. Like, I guess the defeat warning goes away only when you
제대로 해내질 못해.
like maybe you sang in there. Or you don't know. Fine, let's go and get Dawn, the new Dawn as well. Level her up. We're gonna try to use her. Both of these should be enough. Let's enable her ego. Might as well.
진정들 하시게! 이놈이 등장했으니! 환상체 탈출 제압, 격리실 관리, 정신이 나가버린 직원 제압, 무엇이든지 좋네! 본인이 틀림없이 도움이 될 테니 꼭 부르게!
This day 26. Well, I guess now we know today. If these are related, that is. Probably not though, now that I think about it actually. What a very fantastic day it was, once again. For today was a day upon which I was availed a chance to, with our dearest fellow magical maiden, explore the tales of fixers of the northern regions, whose conveyance of justice was most valiant. That's so adorable. Just Dawn finally finding like probably the perfect friend for her, because she's as obsessed with justice as Dawn is, I bet. Ah, how tedious it must all have been for the maiden to be incarcerated in such a barren, claustrophobic chamber, benefit of even a morsel of stimulation, bereft, not benefit, bereft. She who deserveth to breathe the free air, fighting evil by moonlight. Nay. One must always remain wary of the truth that she is but an abnormality, not to mention that I, as a captain, Don is a captain, must set a proper example for the other employees. I guess it is also a VAV abnormality. Rodia must be like the captain of the upper layer, or the lower, and Dawn being the other. I might be categorized this under, must best categorize under the label of attachment work. Aha, but of course, all of mine efforts preparing various props that align with the abnormality's preferences, conversing for hours with her. All but honest toil to prevent abnormality 00104's quill of counter from decreasing. It must be emphasized that any suggestions or allegations that I did all this for the sake of my entertainment, or that I voluntarily stayed past work hours just to obtain her ego gift, are most preposterous accusations, which I do protest with vehement. Let this record be the witness of mine earnestness. This is quite bizarre, but my handwriting have become so squiggly and anxious. Before I am to proceed, some deep breaths. Thus, I shall, therefore, transcribe the lore of this arcana, she explained to me. From what I hear, she's one of the veritable magical girls who are destined to battle villains. A great will in need of observers, of justice to stand tall before the overwhelming powerful might of villains, be it minor or major arcana. Have chosen then and transformed them into magical girls. As arcana itself is but a neutral force of magic, it can be possessed and molded by both good and evil. Only those who are free from the corrupting allures of its power, only those with a steadfast vision of justice, may be hailed magical girls. She claimeth to have other senpai, meaning that she is the least experienced or perhaps the youngest out of them all, and have explained that one moment she simply found herself arising in this facility. As I was the one to enter her chamber in the moment of her awakening, she mistook me to be an agent of the Arcana. She was quite hostile to me then. It's quite troublesome to resolve that misunderstanding. Magical girls, the Arcana, much did she befuddle me with words I found so peculiar and unfamiliar. Until I espied a common theme. All these stories she shared were known to dissimilar from the tales of the fixers of the city. Though following my employment here at Lobotomy Corporation, I was behooved to relinquish this old dream of mine of becoming a fixer. If only I could dream again, by donning the identity of magical maiden of justice. Ah, what joy that would indeed be. I inquired with haste, prithee, how doth one become subject to this choosing? A great tragedy it was, for she explained that she knew not why she had been chosen, or how one goes about becoming a chosen one. Yet I came to a revelation, upon observing the ego gear extracted from her. Were I to be equipped with the staff and outfit, the very essence of love and justice, I may be a magical maiden of justice just as well. She could not find it within herself to believe at first. I love this animation, it's so adorable. Herself to believe at first. Outfit is hardly what maketh a magical girl, she vociferated. Yet she soon came to see, eye to eye, mine most honest-hearted thirst toward justice, this burning righteous wrath against evil. Moreover, when she witnessed my battle against breach abnormalities, and she came out to assist our suppression efforts, verily, it was the moment of revelation for her as well, that I am, forsooth, a veritable and excellent magical maiden just as herself. We are now together protectors of justice at this company. Though the Sephiroth always diminish us, admonishing us as more trouble than help. Though other colleagues who have experienced loss at the hands of abnormalities may impart resentful sentiments against us. I know this to be true. A true magical girl are stubborn, strugglers, survivors, weathering whatever terrible adversity that comes their way. 'Tis no wild, naive ramblings of a dream-consumed one. In fact, ever since my transfer to the central command team to manage this magical maiden, I have preserved and conducted repeated attachment work on her, and that have lifted me to the position of a captain. And as manager esquire have found this development, the lowered containment breach rate for the magical 00104 most satisfying. Both Tifereth, sir and lady, have both spoken thusly indeed. Oh, perplexing. Is that supposed to imply that she used the breach containment? Yet, in my recollections, I was her one and only manager ever since she was first contained in the central command. Yet, I have no memory of her breaching containment. Well, nothing to concern myself with. Truthfully, I'm quite bubbling with excitement for what tomorrow holds. And it shan't be peace that awaits me, nay, it shan't be. For that is a detriment to the worth of mine existence. Is it? How strange. It's almost as if her sentiments are rubbing off of me. Verily, the existence of peace hath no business with my usefulness. This must be fatigue speaking. I must also visit the welfare team for it have opened anew today. In today's management session, she claimed that there was a strange stir in the air. Perchance one of her elusive senpai have arrived here as an abnormality. I must go meet the employee responsible for her management post haste. Right, I forgot immediately. Rodia is not part of the central command team, she's part of the welfare team. And I guess they went central command and then welfare first instead of Gebra. Which kind of makes sense to some degree. They're leaving Gebura as late as possible because for whatever thing she will have, it's gotta be like tough and strong and whatever. Well, with jolly anticipation for what tomorrow holds, thus doth my daily journaling come to an end. Seeing this like central command background in HD, so nice. Oh, this one looks cool. The one red eye. That's a long skill. Let's level her up and let's try the battle once more. Awakening upgrade. Oh, it's a healing ego, I didn't know. Sure, once more, but that's about it. I'm not going on the tier 4. Because expensive. Alright, let's put these two to work. Oh?
주인놈 뜻에 따라.
Oh! I see.
속죄팀의 협조가 필요한 거지.
So we have 2 people. And 2 of them have buffs.
뒷걸음질 치지 않는
So that's
방패가
perfect. This was meant to be with,
알고 침식도.
like, with 2 people.
양호. 아마도.
Okay, this we can skip.
저건 좀 복잡하네.
Yeah, now they have fitting pants. This is the central command, and she is supposed to be from central command, and she's from welfare team. Struggling immediately. Off a bad start. I guess we're supposed to be struggling for the first turn until the real magical girl appears. Staggered already. Probably should have chosen the skills better.
전파해 보게. 지금부터 제압 임무를 시작할 거야. 언제나 하는 일이지만 항상 꼼꼼하게 알아보.
Oh, actually, she's attacking
알 거라고 믿어.
Magical Girl.
날카롭고 정확하게.
하나,
지키기 위해서. 지키기 위해서. 나도 누군가에게
Staggered very nice.
뭐야? 막혀간 상처라도 풀려났어?
Uh-oh.
갑자기 제압 기체가 더 강해졌잖아. 당장 우리한텐 그런 정보가 없어. 다른 세피라들에게도 물어볼게.
That should be fine.
쓸모가 있으려면. 아르카나 비트. 아르카나 비트.
제압 효과가 굉장히 좋았어. 기적적인 피해량인 것 같다.
아르카나 비트.
봐, 어렵지 않지? 이미 관찰 기록에 있는 유형대로만 공격하면 되잖아. 관찰 기록을 잘 읽은 것 같네. 훌륭했어.
차라리 아무것도 많지 마라.
Okay, she wasn't fine.
팔을 칠 때인가? 아, 무슨 일
Oh no.
있었던 줄
알았어.
Artia's about to stagger.
내가 한눈판 사이에 게으름이라도 피운 거지?
Dawn is not doing too good,
세 번째 경보가 울릴지도 모르겠어.
I have to say.
지키긴 어렵겠네. 널 믿은 내가 멍청한 거지. 티페르트의 말은 신경 쓰지 마. 지하로 도망쳐. 응, 그래야 해.
You know I'm supposed to destroy the swords, but if I don't clash tonight, I'll just be dead. You probably have to use the Superbia here if you want to do it in less turns. 'Cause I know people did it like in 2 turns somehow.
정보다도 푸른 달, 사랑보다 붉은 달.
날카롭고
Uh-oh.
정확하게 지키겠다며.
So what? We're dead.
깨우지 마.
정신 안 차릴 거야? 직원이 거의
Yep. Nope.
차라리
We need more
내가
people.
직원들을 지휘해야 했어. 모두 전멸했잖아. 슬퍼하지 마. 다음에는 좋은 일이 생길 거야.
Damn it.
결국 이렇게 돼.
I did level her up, yeah. I guess
관리
불청객을 맞이할
the
시간.
the
주인놈 뜻에 따라
sinking people are equipped.
준비 완료.
120번 홍로 준비는 끝냈어요.
헌팅 커틀러리 준비 끝.
아, 저건 좀 복잡하네. 솔직하게 말할게.
만만치 않겠다.
나한테는 좀 어려워.
언니, 하지.
이건 너희가 해결 못해도 이해할게.
심지어 발견.
정의 이름으로 이륙. 야! 아르카나 빛! 차! 차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
I love the like neon colored wings that appeared on Dawn and now on the top of Queen of Pink Knight of Despair.
사랑과 정의의 이름으로 지금 이곳에 등장! 응? 사냥이라도 썼네? 예전에 징계팀에서 클리포트 간섭
뭘
역장이라는
내놓고
걸
있노라?
연구했다고 했어. 그게 저런 효과인가? 아무튼 확실히 제압하긴 편해졌네.
정의 이름으로 이륙! 야! 아르카나 세이버!
제압 대체에게 맞는 정상적인 공격이야. 잘했어. 디페리트. 당연한 걸 한 것 가지고 굳이 칭찬할 필요 없어.
Yeah, this time we can just cloud of everything. Perfect.
벗어날 수 없는 운명인 거야?
Oh, that's hair clashing. That's why I was like confused why this one is struggling. Everything's fine. She can take it.
만만치 않겠군. 본인이 하지. 야! 아르카나 세이버! 야! 아르카나 세이버!
제압 효과가 굉장히 좋았어. 기록적인 피해량인 것 같아.
저 밑에서 나를 부르는 물소리가
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
봐, 어렵지 않지? 이미 관찰 기록에 있는 유형대로만 공격하면 되잖아. 관찰 기록을 잘 읽은 것 같네. 정보라도 푸른 달, 사랑보다 붉은 달.
전투응대 나선.
God damn it. Oh, come on.
정신 안 차릴 거야? 직원이 거의 반죽음 상태가 됐다고. 더 큰 사태로 번지기 전에 얼른 수습하는 게 좋겠어. 운명 속에 파묻힌 그대의 이름을 걸고 나 여기서 빛을 맹세한다. 네, 알겠어요. 티페리트, 재생로를 작동시켜 주신대. 그래, 알겠어. 자, 빨리 그 직원을 재생로가 있는 로비로 데려가. 빨리!
She's charging her beam.
이딴과 말이 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다니. 모든 걸 거둬들일 수 없었어.
젠제로 죽여주마.
I think we destroy one sword.
사랑과 정이
Another one.
우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 사랑의 힘을 보여줄 것을! 뭐야 이 수치는. 아까 어떤 직원이 제 앞 대체에 한 번에 입힌 피해량이야. 잠깐! 진짜? 왜 부서팀장을 안 달아줬지?
전투응대 나선.
God damn it.
아르카나 비트.
Oh damn. Oh damn.
찾아낼 때까지.
무슨 일 있었던 거지?
달릴 시간이다.
Everyone is staggering.
곧세 번째 경보가 울릴지도 모르겠어. 돌이키긴 어렵겠네. 널 믿은 내가 멍청한 거지. 티페리티의 말은 신경 쓰지 마. 지하로 도망쳐. 응, 그래야 해. 아카나
That did nothing.
모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어.
직접 후회를 새겨.
Someone's dead.
만큼 통곡했어.
상층보다도 구제불능이네.
Alt is died.
썼더라면 이런 일은 벌어지지 않았을 거야.
The magical girl just
볼 때마다
fucked off.
너무 안타까워.
Alright, dude. Let's use the funny. I think it's time.
전투응대에 나서
반드시 되찾을 거다. 계속해봐라. 이 폭풍이 찾아낼 때까지.
정의보다도 큰 사랑보다 불간장. 운명 속에 파묻힌 그대 이름을 걸고 여기서 빛의 맹세. 우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와
And I love how the video is actually 4x3 too.
힘을 보여줄 것을. 아르카나 슬레이머.
Sword is still alive, I can't believe it. Not anymore. Well, I guess now it's too late. Off this place.
상층보다도 구제불능이네. 좀 더 신경 썼더라면 이런 일은 벌어지지 않았을 거야. 이런 장면을 볼 때마다 너무 안타까워.
It would be nice to clash this thing. Guess another one of these. Oh, crowded. Well, should have expected it. 25% after all. Oh, we saw that. Now, who is not dead? It's probably a great question.
무슨 일인고
Of course, it's just Don left.
좀더 신경 썼더라면 이런 일은 벌어지지 않았을 거야. 이런
만만찮겠군.
장면을 볼 때마다 너무 안타까워.
정의 이름으로. 자, 악은 이렇게 정화되었네.
이제야 회사가 정상으로
You did it,
돌아갔네.
Don.
이번 제압은 끝이야. 너희들도 고생 많았어. 티페리트, 너도. 언젠가 우리도 모든 게 끝날 때가 오면 좋겠네. 그때가 되면 휴식을 기다리며 고향의 노래를 부르고 있겠지.
Oh, fuck. I feel so bad, but she won't be a threat to you now. Art thou verily a veritable magical maiden? Of course I am. I am a magical girl, fighting to vanquish this evil arcana. Woo! Then this magic in the legendary codices does exist for true? A and I most fashionable costume must be pursued to gather the magical powers. Don't you have to calm yourself. Huh? Where are you going? Fast somehow managed to precisely snatch Don Quixote's wildly flapping arms mid-motion and dragged her away from the magical girl and back to our group. Wherefore didst thou drag me from this consolation of great significance? I have mountains of questions to ask her. Nothing is no magical girl. As if thy conspiratorially low voice on this, huh? 00104 risk level law. It is a veritable abnormality, dubbed the Queen of Hatred for recording purposes. Why, that maiden? There is an abnormality, yet she speaketh and appeareth just like a human. To label someone whose sheer appearance exudes justice, Queen of Hatred? I believe that it has been impressed on you many times in the past that abnormalities should not be judged by their exteriors. Indeed, they possess the sense of self. They think and they feel. Perhaps by the head standards, they may meet the criteria of what is considered a human. However, there is an abnormality, no more no less. So we turn around to look at the blue-haired thing, compelled by Faust's stern tone. It was just there humming a light tune, swinging that staff around. Oh, the light. Wonderful. Looks like I managed to protect the peace on once again. And when the red lights turned off and the alarm stopped blaring in our ears, it puffed away with the same pink swirl of light she first appeared with. Phew, so this is annoying. Why do I have to be contained at our department? It couldn't be helped if not even the manager knows which abnormality will appear at the headquarters. Yeah, that's true. How do you know this? She just gets on my nerves, you know. Always showing up at the tail end of a huge mess, like the second warning. Barely doing anything to help. Leaving the scene like she did something. The job here is done. And you know how she completely loses it unless we baby her all the time, right? Before the mic is still on. Yeah, so let them listen. The employees have to know that this. Damn, everyone's in the background brutally impaled. Wait, what did I say? Abnormality is still an abnormality at the end of the day, I guess. Her management appears to be quite the source of stress, it seems. Yet odd is odd here. The maiden half assisted us dearly in our battle. Did she not? To suggest that she is hardly of any help is preposterous. Preposterous. Please review this document. It is a consolidation of management reports for the abnormality from the former L Corp. Fortunately, it seems that an extended period of management experience has left quite a detailed report behind. Oh. Oh damn. She wasn't kidding about having to baby this one, huh? Sinner's expression all started to turn her sore the further they read along the report. I skimmed through it and looks like she's got this compulsive obsession that she always has to be on the side of justice. Grows more and more hysterical the longer a peaceful period lasts. What is her problem? Anything to say to that, oh great scholar of Fixer? Indeed, it is quite different from what I anticipated. As fortune should have it, we did not encounter the mutated form of the Queen of Hatred today, thank God. However, as they also possess such a thing as psychological ability or sanity, it seems that employees assigned to this abnormality had the responsibility to keep it at higher levels at all times. It cannot have been easy to put up humoring a monster in human, yes. At least humoring them is the extent of the required effort at this point. You're implying that the management of abnormalities entails something far more complicated than simply calibrating their sanity at a reasonable level. Yes, that's correct. It seems that this headquarters is yet to extract a larger quantity of the abnormalities. A moment, if you will, to say that they extract. He furrowed his brow and started, not seeing a strangeness in her choice of words, but we already found ourselves returned to the mess of machinery that was LCE's vehicle. It seems that this is where this scenario ends. Dante, as there may be further information that can be garnered from this experience, repeated visits to this Walpurgis night is also recommended. Okay, got it. Isang approached Faust to continue his earlier question, but Faust only shook her head in response, as if to say that she wasn't certain or that she couldn't tell him just yet. To me, someone who doesn't even know what's going on with the company they're working for, all these stories from the former L Corp and the library are filled with nothing but confusing mysteries. But something about it makes me feel as though everything that happened in these two places are at once foundations and clues to what we are going through. Maybe I can even use these moments to understand the stories I've forgotten, the purpose of this company I work for. So, well, who's up for a second round? Let's, like Faust, focus on looking for those clues left behind. And that's about it, I guess.
승리의 보람과 세상의 아름다움에 대해 들어본 적 있는가?
Yeah, you definitely did
지금 우리가
the
보는
most of damage, alright?
바로 그런 것일 테니.
I do any missions? I did. Probably one or two. Use Arcana Slave to suppress a Knight of Despair with the Weathered Knight effect. This seems kind of tough. And yeah, as I said, I'm just gonna do this off stream. It's gonna be boring to do anyway. I'm just gonna be like tinkering on how I should do this or not. And yeah, that's about it, I guess. It's a nice little Walpurgis. The IDs are absolutely crazy. It's nice to hear second warning in Limbus. And yeah, despite still having to use pity, at least I got all the IDs this time, including ego. So that's that. And even got the wing bit ego for Ishmael and the Philip and the gang announcer. It's pretty nice. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. It for the stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. And yeah, I probably have to review the VOD after this to check the settings, as I had to pretty much redo my setup completely from the ground up. And yeah, I just hope the volume was more or less fine. Anyway, have a good one. See you next time. Cheers.